So, good morning. My name is Tammy Montalto. I'm the director here at the Assisted Living and the Memory Care at Skaalen. I'm also a mom of 4 beautiful children and a grandma of 14. So, with great joy, I'm happy to introduce our Skaalen Home elders reading wonderful stories to our children at Story Time. Thank you.
I'm Judy Wilson. I live at the Skaalen Home on Magnolia Gardens. And I'm going to read the book called Memories of a Tortoise. April, it's spring. The garden is sunny and warm. I think April is my favorite month of the year. It's a glorious day, and Light just brought me a plate of lettuce and dandelions and a bright, crunchy apple. Ike is my pet. I love Ike, and Ike loves me. He runs his hand across my shell and tells me so. This is life and it's beautiful. May. It rained last night. The whole garden is fresh, new, and I can smell the gardenias and lilacs. 80 times I've watched spring arrive in the garden, and it's always perfect. Ike throws me a stick and says, "Oliver, fetch." But we just laugh, as we both know I'm not chasing a silly stick. We do this every day. I think there's a hibiscus blooming on the other side of the garden. I'll go look. August, it's hot today. Ike fills the baby's pool and splashes me with water. Now I'm soaking wet and try to pretend I'm angry. But Ike just laughs, and that makes me laugh, so we laugh together. A banana for dinner. Night takes over, and Ike looks up at all the stars in the sky and whistles. September. Life slows down this time of year. The days are getting shorter. There's a coolness in the breeze. Even Ike is slower. He's taking lots of naps in the garden. That's okay with me. I watch a leaf fall from the sycamore tree, and I decide I'm going to surprise Ike. The next time he throws a stick, I'm going to fetch it. He won't believe it. October is here. Fall is here. It's time to put the baby pool and the garden hose away. I haven't seen Mike for a few days. He hasn't brought me anything to eat. It's okay, I can eat some of the pumpkin in the garden. But where is Ike? December. My mother is 137 years old. Sometimes I think she knows everything. It's a long way to her garden, but I think she's the only one I can talk to. If anyone knows why Ike left me, it will be my mother. February. Today I'm in Mother's garden. Mother is setting in the one sunbeam that cuts through the cloud. She has a lot of wrinkles and her shell is worn and smooth. When he sees me, she smiles wide and her eyes sparkle. Mother, I'm so sad that Ike is gone. Oh, Oliver, she says, Ike loved you so very much. But Mother, I say, why do we have to lose people? Why couldn't Ike stay with me? Mother smiles. She closes her eyes and raises her head to the sun. We only get to have pets in our life for a little while, she says. They don't live as long as we do, so we have to enjoy them every day. And when they're gone, we count all those beautiful days we were lucky enough to have them with us. We were so lucky. March, I'm on my way back to my garden. Every step I take, I think about what Mother said. I know she's right, she's always right, but I don't think my garden will ever be the same. April, I'm back home, and it feels like where I belong. For the 81st time, spring has come to my garden as I look at the sycamore tree. I hear the door, and without thinking, I turn to look for Ike. But Ike isn't there, it's Ted. Ted is Ike's son. He is bringing me a tray of lettuce and dandelions and a bright, crunchy apple. He runs his hand along my shell and says, I'm so glad you came home, Oliver. It's you and me now. He picks up a stick and asks, you want to play fetch for the first time in a long time? I laugh. I think April is my favorite month of the year. And this is for me, and Ted, this is light. Mother was right. I'm so lucky.
Okay, my name's Gordon Priggle. I happen to stay up in the Ridge area. It's home for me here. When I come down this area, I come down as a volunteer. And I hope I do something good for the people here. I enjoy coming down. I got a bunch of small nursery rhymes for you today. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher turned it out, but still it lingered near, and waited patiently about till Mary did appear. What makes the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. Why, Mary loves the lamb, you know, the teacher did reply. To market, to market, to market, to market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jittery jig. To market, to buy a fat hog. Home again, jittery jog. To market, to buy a plum bun. Home again, market is done. Here's one on the three blind mice. Three blind mice, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as three blind mice?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh Griebeck. I'm an aid angel here at Skaalen Home, and I'm glad to be a part of this today. The title of the book is called Every Year on Your Birthday by Rose Lewis. Every year on your birthday, I think about the day when you were born, and how the sun must have shone, or the moon looked so bright. I wasn't there, but I was thinking about you as I waited at home to be your new mother. On your first birthday, family, friends, and even pets help you blow out your candle. It seems like the whole world is celebrating. Every year on your birthday, I see you sleeping peacefully, snuggled with your favorite blanket and sleeping bear. And I still wonder what miracle brought us together. On your second birthday, you become an American citizen. Everyone watches you pose for pictures in your new dress, and your smile makes everyone else smile. Every year on your birthday, I think about the first time you waved goodbye to me when I dropped you off at daycare. I couldn't wait for you to find my drawings of red hearts and kisses in your lunchbox. On your third birthday, we fly a kite at the beach. You look at me with your dancing bright eyes and laugh when your toes touch the sand. Every year on your birthday, I think about how quickly your gurgles have turned to giggles. It seems like just yesterday when I met you. On your 4th birthday, I surprise you with the puppy that wiggles when he walks. You kiss his tiny nose and squeal for joy as he licks you all over. Every year on your birthday, I think about the 6 Chinese girls who shared a big room with you in China. They knew you before I did. They're your first friends, like sisters, the ones who touched you and heard you cry and laugh for the first time. On your 5th birthday, we picnicked by the riverbank, watching the Dragon Boat Festival and cheering for the prettiest boat. We make plans to send sacred wishes to the Moon Lady for the Autumn Moon celebration and look forward to sharing the red envelope during the Chinese New Year. Every year on your birthday, we look up at the stars and remember your Chinese family. They are part of our family now, and I hope somehow they feel the magic of your love too. The end. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hello, I'm Carol Armstrong, and I live here at the Skaalen Home, and I am going to read the 10 Little Rabbits story by Virginia Grossman and Sylvia Long. One lonely traveler riding on the plain. And here are 2 graceful dancers asking for rain. And 3 busy messengers sending out the news. 4 clever trackers looking for some clues. 5 wise storytellers trying to keep warm in the snow. 6 nimble runners fleeing from a storm. 7 merry mischief makers playing hide and seek. 8 patient anglers fishing in a creek. 9 festive drummers beating on a drum. They all have drumsticks. 10 sleepy weavers knowing day is done, all huddled up in the snow.
My name is Lori Needfeld. I live at Skaalen Home. Title of the book, For the Love of a Pug. There was a pug who had a curl right in the middle of his tail. When he was good, he was very, very good, and when he was bad, he was horrid. There's good pug, naughty pug. Pictures. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor pug a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor pug had none. And we have pictures of Grumpy Pug and Hangdog Pug. Oh, where has my little pug gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears so soft and his tail so sweet. Oh, where can he be? And we have pictures of a digging pug and a hiding pug. And there's more pictures. I see the pug and the pug sees me. God bless the pug and God bless me. We have Frisky Pug, 2 pictures, pages. How much pie could a pug put away? If a pug could put away pie, he'd put away as much pie as a pug could. If a pug could put away pie. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the pug I saw tonight.
Hi, I'm Sherry Wood, and I'm the housekeeper at Magnolia Gardens. And I enjoy working here because I do more than housekeeping. I do projects with the residents. We plant, color, do all the fun stuff. And I just love them so much. I'm going to read a poem by Lewis Carroll, The Mad Gardener Song. He thought he seen an elephant that proceeded on a thigh. He looked again and found it was a letter from his wife. At length I realized, he said, the bitterness of life. He thought he saw a buffalo upon the chimney piece. He looked again and found it was his sister's husband's niece. Unless you leave the house, he said, I'll send for the police. He thought he saw a rattlesnake, but questioned him in Greek. He looked again and found it was the middle of next week. The one thing I regret, he said, is that it could not speak. He thought he saw a banker's clerk descending from the bus. He looked again and found it was a hippopotamus. If this should stay to dine, he said, there won't be much for us. He thought he saw a kangaroo that worked at the coffee mill. He looked again and found it was a vegetable pill. Were I to swallow this, he said, I should be very ill.
All right, my name is Anthony Golette. I am a RA here at Skaalen Home Retirement Center. I've been employed here for 2 years. I love it here. I do about almost 80 hours a week, not by force, by choice, because I love my job and I love doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to also read a poem by Lewis Carroll. We'll see how this goes. All right. He thought he saw a coach of 4 that stood beside his bed. He looked again and found it was a bear without a head. A bear without a head, poor thing, he said. Poor silly thing, it's waiting to be fed. He thought it was an albatross that fled around the lamp. He looked again and found it was a penny postage stamp. You better be getting home, he said. The nights are very damp. He thought he saw a garden door that opened with a key. He looked again and found it was a double rule of 3. And all of mystery, he said, is clear as day to me. He thought he saw an argument that proved to be the Pope. He looked again and found it was a bar of mottled soap. A fact of so dread is finally said, exhaustion's all hope. Well, I forgot to say a little bit more about myself. I also got my own hair company. It's Golette's Braiding Studio, LLC. I also do that outside of here. I'm willing to try to collaborate with Skaalen to be able to do my hair here to help with residents' hair getting done too. So I just want to give you guys a little bit more input about me and a little bit more things about what I can do on my fun and free time.
My name is Delmeyer Fredericks. I'm 91 years old, so we got a small book here. This book is, do you ever feel as stubborn as a mule? You better believe it. Go to bed. Or as a chicken, Want to pet a nice doggy? This book is something else. Do you sometimes feel as sad as a lost kitten in the rain? Or as small as a mouse? How about totally complete alone? Or as daffy as a duck? Or possibly batty? Do you sometimes get really, really, really mad? Oh boy, you better believe that one. And feel totally out of control, and you don't even know why. Of course you do. You better believe that one too. Everyone does.